I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. I want to charge MSNBC and its corporate leaders with flagrant racism. And racism that switches both ways. I want to charge MSNBC and its corporate leaders and its leadership with Hamite or black people racism. First of all, to secure interviews with Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama, allegedly the first black president, they want to win interviews with him and to be the main, if you will, cable network interviewing him and featuring him the way Fox News now deals with Donald John Tribulation Trump. They incorporated Al Sharpton into the process, who Obama had fallen in love with. And so therefore they had an open door to Barack Obama. But I want to accuse, now listen to me very carefully, because this is a flagrant but subtle but very definite racism of the corporate leaders and management of MSNBC. They've got 3 black reporters. Hamites is what they are, but they call themselves black. One is Al Sharpton, the other is Joy Reid, and more recently is a woman by the name of Symone. Now, Al Sharpton is one of the poorest, if you will, correspondents or news reporters on the planet. He can't read, he can't talk, but he has the eyeballs of black people. And they can sell a lot of black products by just having Al Sharpton come on twice a week on Saturday and Sunday at 5 o'clock. I took him down from his 5 o'clock position Monday through Friday. Then, of course, they've got Joy Reid, who took over Chris Matthews' position. I thought losing Chris Matthews, well, I don't agree with most of what he said and did, if not all of it, but I thought he was a good journalist. I thought he was a trained reporter. They've now put Joy Reid in that position. I believe she got that position because of her kissing up, if you will, to Rachel Maddow. That's who I think put her in that position. Well, 7 o'clock at night is a powerhouse of cable news, and Chris Matthews had it for years. Somebody accused him of saying something out of line to some woman, and he left. He just said, "The heck with it, I'm gone." But she does the 7 o'clock Monday through Friday, and then of course you got Symone, who is, I think she was a spokesperson for either Bernie Sanders or Camelback Harris. I'm not sure which one, but this is her first foray into doing journalism. And she does Saturdays and Sundays from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. These 3, they're Hamites. Now they call themselves black. But the racism I want to charge MSNBC with is that they will not let these 3 black reporters cover the Sabbath Day War. Now they call it the Israeli or the Israel-Hamas War. It is appropriately named the Sabbath Day War because it was the dawn of the Sabbath that Hamas came into Israel with that devastating barbarism that they perpetrated against the people of God a couple of weeks ago. But yesterday on Sunday between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, they had Nicole Wallace do both of those shows. Al Sharpton didn't get a chance to do his show, and Symone didn't get a chance to do her. And though it is racism, blatant and flagrant racism, and about as ugly as it can get, the decision, however, is a right racist decision because Al Sharpton's got no business talking about or reporting. He's just too racist. He's too controversial. He's too much of, if you will, a hustler to be reporting on the efficacies of the war between the Palestinians and the Israelis. That's not it. He can't rise to that. Now if you're going to talk about police shooting or you're going to talk about Joe Biden or Donald Trump, then maybe he can, but he can't. He spiritually, intellectually, that's above his pay grade. And the same thing with Symone, who I'm not sure exactly what she is. Symone Sanders. I think she used to work for Bernie Sanders. Symone Sanders. I'm not sure because they got all this gender stuff going on around here. You don't know what is what. I don't know who she is. Anyway, she got a job now, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. There she is. But she also spiritually, now it's racism, it's rank, flagrant racism on behalf of MSNBC. But on the other hand, it's right, because they don't have the credentials to report on the war. And rightly so. Nobody wants to see what Symone has said. Al Sharpton has respect to Gaza, respect to the Palestinians. They don't have the credentials. They don't have the chutzpah. They just don't have what it takes. That's out of their league. That's above their pay grade. And the same thing for Joy Reid. And so what's been happening now is that they have replaced them. They replaced Al Sharpton and Symone yesterday and Saturday with Nicole Wallace. And over the past week, they have replaced Joy Reid in her 7 o'clock position with a Jewish reporter named Ari Melba, who's some sort of a crazy person that just loves rap music. He's Jewish, a lawyer, trained as a lawyer, but every time he opens his mouth, he's talking about what 50 Cent said or what Jay-Z said or what one of these other rappers said. It's sickening, but they've got him because he's Jewish, so he has the credentials. But I want to charge, and I think, anybody who wants to take out a racial suit against MSNBC, I don't want to do it. But I will certainly assist that MSNBC is demonstrating flagrant racism. Now, CNN, on the other hand, has got their white boy out there, and I say white not pejoratively. I don't mean to, but I to get emphasis. Got that boy Anderson Cooper over there in Gaza. They got him. I think he's in Jerusalem, either Tel Aviv. I mean, he's all over the place. But imagine Al Sharpton. MSNBC is absolutely right. Don't let Al Sharpton, Symone, or Joy Reid report on the wall because they don't have the credentials. They're rabble-rousers. They're intellectually, they don't rise to the level. Imagine Al Sharpton in Tel Aviv or in Jerusalem, right, reporting on the war. Or imagine Symone Sanders in Ashdod, Ashkelon. Well, here's what happened. Imagine how stupid the both of them will look. Joy Reid, by the way, CNN has a plus size woman. Her name is Sarah Sider, right? She's a plus size. Well, I think that Symone is a woman. I think she's born a woman. She's plus size too. But imagine how stupid it would look if Al Sharpton was over there in Jerusalem talking to Benjamin Netanyahu. How stupid that is. Well, if you can imagine how stupid that is, take it one step further. It's stupid for him to be reporting on anything. But they won't. And in the event y'all have not awakened to this with your woke selves, it's racism, but it's the right racism. This is what I call justified racism. Al Sharpton ain't got no business going over to Israel, or Joy Reid or Symone Sanders ain't got no business over there in Ashkelon, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Gaza, or nowhere else reporting on this wall because they don't have the credentials. They don't have the authenticity. They don't have the hooks. They don't have what it takes. All they've been is racist rabble-rousers, and the only reason why they're reporting news in the first place is not because they're journalists or people of integrity or correspondents. They're just there like eye candy to get black eyeballs to watch MSNBC, but they have no credibility. Anyway, I thought y'all wanted to know that. Did you? I thought you wanted to know. Why you don't see Al Sharpton getting on a plane and corresponding from Tel Aviv. What a joke that would be. Or Symone Sanders, for that matter. What a joke that would be. Joy Reid. Or even Rachel Maddow. Even Rachel Maddow is I don't say this pejoratively. I don't want anybody to get upset with me, but she's, people call themselves white and black, and that's what I try to tell you. Your name is Japheth, and you're Hamite. But, well, Pastor Manning, which side do you come down on? First you say it's racism, flagrant, blatant racism. It is. Then you turn around and say it's right racism. Well, how can racism be right? If you want to know what right racism is, Don't let Al Sharpton does not qualify as a news reporter to go to Jerusalem and report on the war because of his race and because he's a race beta and a race hustler. Don't let him go. And they want to not only don't let him go, but as I reported, they've got somebody else covering his show now. At any rate, everybody, I thought you would want to hear that. I'm James Manning. I am the Lord's servant. I'll be right back.